sum that one up?
Probably, as disappointed as I've been since I come here that we couldn't break a team down, an organised team, a structured team. They had a game plan which they executed better than us. I think they stifled us and slowed us down to a point where the tempo weren't quick enough. Certainly in and around the box and in and around the last third. But we've made Steve Elliott the man of the match. Our cross into the box was as poor as it's been, and them match-winning moments, match-defining moments, our execution was very poor. So we've got a lot to take from that. Welcome to League Two. We've had a good pre-season, but now we're back down to earth with a real shudder. And if I'm being honest, we believe that Cheltenham would come and part of the bus, if you like, and they have done. But we've another 22 teams will come and do that. That's my belief. So we've not hit nards and lower with enough quality. So that's something that we need to work on.
They've come obviously with a game plan. They've stifled the game.
Yeah.
They've took the pace out of the game. Do the lads now need to learn how to counteract that?
We've encountered problems today, and then problems will find solutions. That's what I'm absolutely guaranteed of. I believe in coaching. I believe in a methodical approach, and that's what we'll do. And we've looked at ways to try and penetrate through our fullbacks, and the quality was just poor. And the lads in there, we've had a good debrief, and we can't really explain that. Chris Huss's quality and Jones's quality. We can't really explain that once they've gone over the pitch, but we'll get better. We'll certainly, chances created. We've probably created enough chances to win a game. I think Carson was the man of the match. Him and Elliott, the two best players on the pitch, but we've still got to overcome that. A keeper having a great game, or a centre half having an inspired performance. We've got to design wins, and today we fell short.
They've come and played key players out of the game completely.
Our key players, yeah, we starved them. We starved them of quality, and you've got to give Ryan Lowe and Nards that service, because I believe they're the best two strikers on the pitch, but they didn't show that today because they were stifled in the quality we gave them. But we'll get back to the drawing board and really work extremely hard on that. At times, there was 8-9 players in Cheltenham's box, and we've thrown everything at it, certainly the second half, and not got any reward for it. So there's a reason for that. It's not luck. It's just we're going to have to make sure that we work hard. And Matt Yates has come in with a game plan. It's really worked, and every credit to Cheltenham. They've got 3 points on the board and we haven't. And luckily we've got 45 games to make sure we get it right.
Does it bring everybody back down to earth with the van? There's a lot of optimism pre-match.
Optimism's a great thing, and I never want to dampen someone's optimism. The supporters have been short-changed over a lot of years here, and we want to bring them, great times, back, and we will do. But I think that today has just been, that first game, that expectation, it's been building, the optimism's been at optimum levels, and we've not been able to produce on a day, but we'll dust ourselves down tomorrow and make sure we're positive for the debrief, the evaluation, and cool down tomorrow. We'll recover, and what a fantastic game Tuesday now is.
James Pill came in late yesterday. What's the thinking on that one?
Just an opportunity. He's really backed himself. He's got a non-contract, which again could limit his options going forward. He's been in a couple of days training. He's had an opportunity today, and he's half turned, and Carson's made an unbelievable save off that one, off the deflection. He's a player that likes playing with his back to goal, and getting Grimesy out just gives us an opportunity to get one in. And he played against us for Melbourne and looked quite lively and sharp. He's done 3 or 4 training sessions with us, and we didn't think he'd sign on a non-contract basis, but he has done. So it just gives us an opportunity. But he's really fighting for his football future, and he's come on today, and we'll see where that one takes us.
With it being non-contract, does it give you the time to have a proper look at him as well?
Well, the money's decided to come for. He's really has backed himself to win a place and to try and earn a contract here more on a full-time basis. So it gives us a fantastic opportunity to see what he's like with the group and how he settles into what we're trying to do.
Neil Howarth, tell us about Neil.
Yeah, it's a position that we've been looking for probably 6 months now. And I do believe it's a coach's role, probably not a scout's role. He'll spend a couple of days on the training ground with us and try and build a game plan to beat the opposition, and then the rest of the week he'll be going around the country looking at games and looking at players to try and fit into that matrix. So it's a bit of a dual role, opposition analysis, player analysis, and scouting, but it's not really a recruitment role. It's more really looking at the depths of how we do things and how the opposition do things. So he's a football coach, but we've put him in a scouting role, and it will be a dead good appointment for the football club.
Moving on to Tuesday night now, does it put the pressure onto Bolton now rather than on yourselves like it was today?
No, we've got to be able to handle that pressure. We really have. We've got to be able to handle that better than what we did. And it's just a good game for us to get this one out of the system. The lads are, I've picked them off the floor there. They're low, but that's why we'll be in tomorrow, to get them right and get them ready and prepared for a tough game at the Macron. But there'll be we'll come in tomorrow, we'll bounce in tomorrow and try and find a solution for Tuesday and beyond that.
Right, yeah, so we were just saying up there that he knew what Bury's strengths were. Do you think you're going to have 22 other managers doing the same thing?
Without a shadow of a doubt, and we knew we've worked on it. We've worked on that last quality in training, been able to produce it, and that's what I've said to him in the quality that they produced in training. But it doesn't mean anything, if you're not going to produce it on the green out there, it doesn't mean a thing. I do believe in a training programme. I do believe in getting players up to a certain spec, but they've been recruited to deliver at key moments in the game, and they couldn't today. So maybe sometimes the occasion or the expectation might weigh them down, and now the first one's out of the way, there might be a bit more freedom in their approach, and it's like the golf who tightens up. We've probably tightened up a little bit today on that final pinch point. So we'll get them relaxed, we'll get them to come down and try and work on getting them in a fixed position for next week.
How hard is it, because when the hunter has suddenly become the hunted?
Not at all, honestly, Keith. It's we've got characters in this team and characteristics in this team that can win a lot of games this season. But certainly there's been a lot made of us being up there and favourites, and rightly so with the players that we brought in. But we're not the finished article. We'll keep building. We'll keep getting better, and over the season, we will certainly win a lot of football matches.
Yeah, I mean, people can get a bit over-analyse stuff like that, can't you? Because at the end of the day, you're not going to have a pre-season game where you're replicating 3 defenders of the opposition chasing you down every ball and practically dying for, as Cheltenham did today. That's match practice that does that, isn't it?
Potentially, but we've played into their hands. You've got, like you said, 3 good centre halves there that they've been probably trained since they were 12-year-old to stand in them positions and win headers, and we've put 12 different passes, if you like, crosses onto Steve Elliott's head, and the movement we worked on in training, we just couldn't replicate that in the game situation. So we need to, because defenders want to defend that central part of the box, and they have done today. So now we've got things to work on, but it's a work in progress, this, and that's where we'll be.
I mean, exactly. I mean, the likes of Ulster and Adams, it might be once in 10 that they're going to have a game where they're going to misplay. So you've got 9 out of 10, you're happy.
Without a doubt. And Chris Hussey, he's the best deliverer in this league in set pieces. His set pieces were awful today, and he knows that. Yeah. And I can't explain it. No. I wish I could stand in front of the camera and say to you, there's a reason for it.
Unless he has bad games, doesn't he? So everybody does.
Yeah, it's his strong point, yeah. And we've just got to. I've just got to stick by him on his corners. But what I was wanting is someone to step up and say, "Oh, so it's not your day. I'm going to sling it in." Right. But I think you're getting that. Right. You're getting that catch-22 where you want to deliver. You want so bad to deliver, and this group of players. There's no lack of effort. There's no lack of trying. I just think we've got to think harder and just execute a little bit better. But they care. They do care. They're in that dressing room now, and. We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
No doubt. I mean, 2 good players for that. But do you think you might actually just think of this now? You might counter this away from home, because if he's tugging that you don't want to get Bury counter-attacking you, which is what he said, to be fair, do you think people, even when they're playing them, you're playing them at their grade, they might think, well, I'm not going to risk it here either, and it's going to be a struggle there.
They could do, but it might be a bit more difficult explaining that away to your own
Fans,
supporters.
yeah.
It could do, but honestly, we'll be right. We've got two different ways of playing, and two different ways whether we're going to counter-attack teams or whether we're going to go for the throat. Today's second half went for the throat, but the quality wasn't there on the decision making or execution. But believe me, it will be there, and I'm looking forward to getting training tomorrow.
And you were saying anyway the other day, you're still looking for another striker up front. Any close on that? I see Rose scored for Barnsley, so we can almost rule him out, can't we now?
Potentially. I mean, I think they got beat today, so and didn't score. So that
I thought Rose scored, didn't he?
not today. No, they got beat off Crawley, didn't they? Today, I think.
Oh, so
yeah.
Danny Rose scored, you say?
He scored in the game against Sheffield.
No, today.
Wednesday.
I said it started.
Started. No, I think we'll see. It might develop into it. You know, people know the admiration I've got for Danny Rose and what the fans have got and the players. The players loved him here. So, you know, we'll see where that's at. The minute he's a Barnsley player, we've had contact with him, but certainly someone who I admire massively.
So where are they all in this poker game you talked about last week? All the agents and the players. Are they still playing poker?
No, it's loosening off. You know, we've got 3 or 4 players that we're talking to that a bit like the James Poole one. The season started now.
Yeah.
No player wants to sit at home on a Saturday when the results are coming in. It's what we all, people who love the game, it's what we live for, innit? You know, the results coming in and last night's game, Blackburn. You know, the season started now, so it'll loosen off over the next couple of weeks, and we'll be ready to pounce because, you know, we need more impact from the bench. And we'll get that because, you know, we're going to have a different way of in the opposition from the bench.
Do you have to remind me, ask me if I've ever seen Jerry Maguire. You know the film Jerry Maguire?
Show me the money.
No, that's the film, yeah. No, not that one's a better line than that. It said 24 hours ago I was a hot shot, now I'm a cautionary tale. You soon forgotten in football?
Oh, without a doubt. And I think, you know, everyone expected to be with the club, the better players expected to be with the club, and their ego, some of them won't let them go on trial, so they're in a catch-22, but now, you know, we'll bring the right one in. I won't let anyone affect the group. We'll bring the right one in and make sure that they're a component that we can use going forward.
Just a quick question just about Kelvin Atu. The injury that he was sort of nursing over pre-season, is that
No, it was a flu's hit him on Thursday, and I mean hit him, completely wiped him out, sort of bedridden for 2 days, and he was completely out. The doc went round seeing him, was giving some tablets, antibiotics to try and clear it, but it floored him. You know, you can get man flu that we all say we've got, a little sneeze and a cold, but this is like achy bones, totally wiped him out. So, you know, we couldn't even get in anywhere near the ground to have a look at him. So we've gone out there, and it's a big miss. You know, he's a big cog to what we're doing, and you know, he's a big miss. But that's not the reason why. You know, we've got beat today. We've got beat today because we've not turned in at the key moments.
Okay. And one last question just about the cup that you paraded on the park today. I mean, it's nice to get the season off to a start like that, and obviously Andrew Tuck played quite an important part of that game and has come in and played another important part.
You know, Sedgy was brilliant after the game. You know, he said to the young kids, you know, you've won a medal there. The average age of the team was, 20, 22, 23. It was quite a young, vibrant, dynamic team, and you know, I was delighted with him, with the character and application to a game that you know, meant a lot to the players and a lot to the club. I don't think we've won it for quite a few years. So, and the cup's fantastic. Have you seen it? Wow, it's beautiful. We couldn't take it with us.
It's an old one, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's made of silver. It's beautiful. Like, honestly, it's beautiful. So we got this smaller one, but no, the lads performed well, and it was good for the young players. Good experience for the young players.
All right, cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Cameron Gaffer, somebody pinned him down and shaved his head for him.
Oh yeah. I thought that might have been a 2. I thought, like, he's not named on the.
He's just decided to go aerodynamic.
Cheers. Thank you.